ready, you bastard!
You are weak, undisciplined. Ah! Oh! Ah! 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 Your kind never
seal you in the
deserved.
spirit realm. So you may never inflict any harm to any mortal being, any Wendigo, any creature that inhabits this earth. Ever again! Oh!
Powell.
Rain?
Of course. You didn't honestly believe I want to catch you sneaking around helping the hunter now, did you?
Someone had to.
You know, we can't change the destiny of mortals. We're only ethereal beings, we're not gods.
Had I not helped Chad, then Rat would have reawoken and taken Chad's astral body. And then where would we be? Chad has already left his order of hunters to Ryan.
A duty he'll have to return to soon enough.
What makes you so certain of that?
The obsession with Wendigos is about as prevalent in Chad as it was his father. You, of all people, should know that.
You are correct.
He would have been able to escape from Rat's will. I don't think he needed your guidance.
Where is he to get it then, Rain? If not from me. You are never around to guide him anymore. I fear he will drift without our knowledge.
The reasons for my absence could mean the end to the Wendigo curse. Could be a way to break through all of that anger and hate. I just need more time.
Time doesn't last. Who's to say a new threat won't arise while they wait for you to figure everything out?
I believe that there won't be another threat that they won't be able to handle. The only one I'm afraid of is the one I can't.
Then we will face it together.
When that time comes, we'll need absolutely everyone and everything we can get in order to face that coming storm.
Let the storm come. We will hold strong and fight back whatever it throws at us, no matter how dark it is.
There isn't anything that can break that storm. Not anymore.
I wanted to say thank you for allowing my son to live through you.
Well, wouldn't have had to if you didn't, slaughter him.
I was a fool then, corrupted and arrogant.
You're still a fool. But a fool with a better heart and a changed soul. One that I could, in time, learn to put up with.
I would appreciate that, son.
I'm not John.
But you are as close to a son as I have, and one I would be proud to address as such.
A 3,000-year-old Wendigo as a 30-year-old man's son. I've heard weirder things in my life. You've done what you needed to with the Hunters. Taught him how to use the power of Rat in a way that will help absolutely everyone in the future. He will never rise again.
I will follow shortly. I wish to say a few departing words to Chad.
Very well, but do be quick. I don't have all day.
Wait, what of the other one?
Ratonhnhaké? He should be here. In fact, I was searching for him before you showed up. All I need to do is just find my old student. I wish to talk to him. He's out there. I'll find him.
Good enough for me. I'll see you shortly.
'Cause it's not paradise, but if you look close enough, you'll see the sunrise in our eyes. Let the ocean set you free. Ooh, ooh, ooh. 'Cause it's not paradise, but if you look close enough, you'll see the sunrise in our eyes. Let the ocean set you free.
Please here.
This estate is massive. Clay?
It's a good thing I learned room clearing tactics from the detective.
Powell? You're alive. Or as alive as you can be. Why did you disappear so quickly? Powell.
Chad,
You're alive, or I guess not faded?
barely. Fading very quickly. I've had to expend quite a bit of energy in the past few days.
What happened back there? This, you left it.
Take a seat. It definitely takes more than a minute or two to explain. It was quite the Are you okay?
Yeah, just, it's been a lot these past few months. The initial fight with Rat, the tumble I took, you know, it's taken a lot out of me. But this isn't about me. Look, when I came to and you weren't there, things I saw there looked like there was a fight. Are you okay? Looked pretty disgruntled. I saw Rat's hoodie. Is he dead? Is he alive?
Not dead per se, but he's gone. He's never coming back. I can explain more about that in a second, but needless to say, you don't have to worry about him anymore. None of us do. I saw to that.
I see. What happened?
Well, before I get into what happened, like I said, it may take a minute or two to explain. I found something I think you should have. You know, both of us have had, I guess you could say, family issues over the course of our lives. Me more so for my own mistakes, my own greed, my own obsession with my research, but you more so, your circumstances were not your own fault. And I found this, and I thought you should have it. You should keep it with you. It should be something you take with you. Recognize it?
My dog tag. To Elise. You found this at the memorial I did, didn't you?
Powell was an interesting figure in general, but he said something once. That all things in the past should be left to rest. That the Wendigo of Ratonhnhaké, as I've said, must be put to rest. My father's blade, broken, shattered, but still holding strong. It's fought its final battle. Elise. I no longer need a tag to remember her by. I have her with me. That is all. And that brings me to
We're watching it. Not dead, weren't you?
I've been watching ever since I passed.
Thank you. I won't let go of this deal.
Keep it close to you.
I intend to. You're right, I shouldn't let the past, that part of the past, rest. Some parts of the past are meant to be remembered, learned from. I think you and I both have come to terms with that.
Yes, sir. So, along with that, I wanted to let you know as well that I was able to make contact with Rain.
You were?
Yeah.
Is he well? Is he?
He's doing well. He's alright. Rat's impeding of our communication, as I described. Now that he's gone, his attempts to block us no longer are working, and we're able to be in contact, and I was able to speak with him for a little while, and he's doing okay. And if you need to reach out to him, I think he'll be able to hear from you, and actually would like to hear from you. So when you do reach out to him, I think you should maybe consider getting some more mentorship from him. He's, as you know, he's been around for such a long time, and I think he can continue to support you and provide you with more information and assistance in your continued quests. And
I appreciate that, and I will, but I need a good break from all this Wendigo hunting, you know.
don't we all?
Speaking of Wendigos, where'd Rat go? I noticed I can still summon his power. It doesn't feel the same. There's no hatred there. There's just raw, unlimited potential power. There's no hatred or pain when I summon it. What did you do to him?
Well, so yeah, as you said, the last crystal you possessed that contained Rat within it, it was very good at summoning enough energy, as you know and as you experienced, but it had the potential issues, which clearly we've seen, that he could kind of claw his way back into life, and
That
That's
and the
just-
old ones. I'll have to forward that to Ryan. Do some more research on them. It'd be good to have more information.
I agree.
Any possible
Yeah.
causes.
But in terms of what happened, well, as I mentioned, we, for our own reasons, had to go down to the Redwoods, but Rat had an equally good reason to go there. One that I was aware of throughout that whole, as we were constructing our own ideas, he was also plotting his own, and I knew this was going to happen, but I still knew it was a chance we had to take.
You took it into your own hands.
Literally, I did. I decided to craft a new crystal.
This one.
This one, the one that you are describing, that still contains the same amount of power, if not more, without the risks of him creeping back out and wreaking more havoc. Basically, when I was able to summon myself back into this form you see me in now, I used that same energy to craft this new crystal, summoning the energy from the redwoods, from the old ones, from all the entities around the area. I crafted this new crystal, and when I encountered Rat, I destroyed the one he had.
The last remaining crystal.
The last remaining crystal. I destroyed it, and with that, it took away some of his own energy. And after that happened, with this new crystal, I, in essence, sealed him into the crystal. So now, Rat, he's gone, but he's in there.
This is a prison cell within the spirit realm, isn't it? It's
Precisely.
his own little pocket realm. I'm sure Rain appreciates that, as do I, and all of my hunters that have gone before. You've redeemed yourself. You've done well.
Thank you.
You've put an end to the threat that's plagued myself and my hunters and family for years. You've redeemed yourself too.
Well, I needed some kind of redemption of horrible things, too many to count over my life, but
You've repented for them all now.
I think my obsession with this whole other side of life has unfortunately just wrapped me up over the many years, and I don't think I ever intentionally meant to cause harm to anyone. I was just so obsessed with finding the latest, finding whatever I could learn, and with that hunger for knowledge came the ability to do whatever it took to learn.
Destroy.
Exactly. But at least now I've channeled that same energy, that same drive, and destroyed something that was actually needed to be destroyed, something that wasn't worth staying on this planet.
I think you've made amends for everything you've done. I certainly forgive you for trying to kill me, multiple times. And, my friends, doesn't matter now. They're all gone. What of Naga? Is he still around?
Rain said we'll take care of him. I don't think we'll have to be worrying about him anymore. Same as Rat.
Good. This is very good to cure. In that case, I suppose I'm free to be at peace as we can. I think this must be our goodbye.
Wait, one more thing, Chad. Sit down.
Yes.
What do you think of my estate?
It's grand. That's for certain. I certainly see how you were able to pay for it. You Powells have a way with money. Like father, like son.
Well, I've spent many years crafting it, fine-tuning it to all my needs and desires, most related to Wendigos, as you can see in the artifacts.
But there are artifacts of other grandeur in here too, aren't there?
It is not just limited to Wendigo items. But this is all not really important. You know, I was thinking, given that I'm going to be leaving the earth, the spirit realm, I'm going to be vanishing pretty much any minute now. I really have no use for this estate anymore. I have no remaining relatives either. You're really my closest friend. What do you say? What do you think? Do you want to have my estate?
What, you just can't give it to me?
What else am I supposed to do with it? Give it to some other money-hungry real estate mogul or something? That's a waste. Why not you have it?
I am the only one who can see you too. Probably.
Exactly. Well, how would I even pass it on? I couldn't.
I guess I'm forced to accept it.
I hope you would. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't.
I will gladly take it off your hands.
Good.
Your archives intrigue me, although seemingly blank. I'm sure I just didn't scour them enough. If you don't mind, I might take some deep dives into there. See what other information you have on any other creatures, including Wendigos. You're a good scientist.
I think there's stuff that you will find very interesting in there if you look around. Maybe you can find a new hobby in the next couple of years. I don't know.
Perhaps. Perhaps I might take like my dad and take to the ocean. Or perhaps I'll return to Wendigo hunting if the itch comes back. Or if I so need to. My order of peaceful hunters are well organized by Ryan and Rain. I don't think they need me anymore. It's been a pleasure being your rival, your friend, and your, I guess, family.
Pleasure is mine. Well,
I hope you find peace at last. If you don't mind, I might take to see the detective.
as you should. Send her my best wishes.
Goodbye, Powell. Be well.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Powell.
Goodbye, Jack.
It was a pleasure knowing you, old friend. And now to settle down. It's time I left some things behind, along with this life. Your sacrifice will always be remembered, friend. Well, must just be your old tricks, I suppose.
You know, I was fairly certain I'd find you here.
What do you want?
Oh, I was hoping for a better reaction than that, to be honest, but mostly just to talk. It's been a while, so...
I have nothing to say to you. Your friend, the boy, ruined all my chances of becoming an alpha. Now I'm trapped in this.
More like twice, but those were both kind of your fault. I mean, if you look at it this way, had you been more trusting, kind, compatriotic, or however you want to put it, really. Less with this arrogance and hate towards everything, you might have stood a chance at reaching a rank close to mine. But as you are, you got less than a pinball's chance at landing something. However, you may want to reconsider your disdain for assisting Chad in the future.
Why? That boy's the reason I'm in this purgatory.
Because I get the feeling that something far worse, far more unimaginably horrible is on the horizon. Something worse than you, Powell, Onaga, everything combined.
You dare question there being worse than I?
I don't need to question it, because if it were to come back, in comparison to you, it's something you wouldn't even possibly imagine being able to get close to. Keep that in mind, Rat.
Yeah. Just the old ones.
Your pants.
I know. Just the old ones, you know. Champagne. Some old. My finest champagne. I know it's in a beer bottle, but the only thing Schwartz could get to me before our departure. Oh, I'm sorry, miss. I just brought that up before you came along with this.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Cheers
Done fizzing up.
to the finest champagne in Minnesota. So, it's over.
What is?
Everything. They're all dead.
What?
They're all dead.
What are you talking about?
The Wendigos. They've been destroyed. Permanently. Dr. Schwartz has gone missing after that battle. And Powell is dead. There will be no more pain, no more suffering. I think Ratonhnhaké gone, the others too, all dead. It's over, Detective. We won. Well, come on. You should be happy.
I am.
So,
What are you doing?
well, Detective, this is the part where we have our kiss.
No, this
It's
is
a happy
the
ending.
part where I try to show
I cared, I give him one kiss on the forehead, and then you take it to another level and one kiss on the lips. No.
I brought you champagne. The very least you can do is supply a kiss.
Okay, come here. After all, I am a charmer.
And I am a Wendigo Hunter.
Yeah, no.
I'll get you one of these days.
Not enough champagne yet.
More? It's come a long way from when we first met, you know? And hey, oh, I mean, maybe you have. I'm still drunk. Woo! I care for you deeply, Detective. The end of an era. You think they'll ever come back?
What do you mean?
The Wendigos, you think they'll ever come back?
I don't know. I'm not a Wendigo Hunter. I'm still very new to this. Oh,
Would you, do me the honors of staying by my side?
what do you mean?
Hunter. Wendigo Hunter. Stand by my side.
Um,
Maybe more?
sorry, but that doesn't matter.
I don't mean actually being out in the field, sir. I mean supplying intel. Reports of any mysterious murders that may lead back to a Wendigo. You report that to me, I do the job.
Do you think there's other things besides a Wendigo that I knew?
I'd say anything's possible. You never know. Devil himself. Either way. If there is, they'll have to go through us.
I see. I'll give you my answer. Associate.
I guess so. I thought we were on a first name basis.
Yeah, that was supposed to happen when, I don't know, we first met.
Come on. There's food inside.
I ain't hungry. Might as well.
What do you think? Glass or bottle? I'll take the bottle. Come on. Come on then. They're waiting.
Oh, there it is. Not even any snow on it. Not like I mind. It's nice having a more Wendigo presence in the spirit realm. Now then, with eternity, ticker.
Well,
What do you want?
see, your time in the physical realm has brought you finally at last to the spirit realm, where I think I can finally have a civilized conversation with you after all this time.
I became disillusioned with Rat's master plan. I couldn't escape near the end. I knew I couldn't overthrow him. My only option was death. Sooner or later, under that crystal, he would have snapped and killed me. When I fought the boy and threw him off the cliff, I realized I needed to get away. A few knocks on the head later, and I decided I would die, but I'd deny Rat the satisfaction.
Smart play. That's why you were my best student. Although, Rat being the arrogant one only sought power. But you advanced in the studies, and I don't know.
That Rat never changes. Even as we speak, he's trying to work with these ancient ones in the source of more power, more corruption. It's undoing him.
Well, normally I would say that it would be something he'd come to regret. But he should already be here in the spirit realm.
I see. So, he got his comeuppance then.
Bye.
Very well. This cannot be allowed to happen again.
No.
If you'd allow me, I'd like to resume my studies, even if it is here in the spirit realm.
I have a feeling I'll be spending more time here anyways, so I will be glad to receive you.
I appreciate it. Hopefully you can forgive me for what I've done.
I never held it against you. And I never held what Rat done against him.
Perhaps that's the lesson I should learn next.
It's one hopefully he will come to see as well.
I've held a lot against that fool, but perhaps you're right, and I should try to see past it.
You will. Now, there are far darker forces on the way. You will need to resume your studies very quickly in order for you to be ready to assist when the time comes.
A chance to redeem myself.
Indeed.
Then I shall study all the harder. I want to make it up to them as well.
Then we should get started immediately.
Very well. Master.
Where fire burns and rats lurk, a scientist's failed prey will lead to another's failed work. Upon trembling fingers a crystal shattered, to make hope for light in a world less tattered. Until then, darkness rises in a terrifying form. No one can escape the ashes of hate that will soon destroy this earth. Wendigo and human must become one. The final breath is never the last.
In this life, we're all set on a path. As we stroll down the road, we are given options. Which path do we take? Our choices affect everything that is to come. You must make time to decide which route you'll go on. Let your ancestors and spirit guides speak to you. Through calm decisions, your path will be known to you, my brother.
Ryan, it's been a while.
Hey, are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. I finished what I needed to do. Now the past can truly rest. And the final breath has been taken.
From who? Mate, you aren't making any sense here.
Rat is truly dead. The crystal poses a threat no longer.
So, Powell was redeemable after all.
I'll see you soon, old friend. I'm coming home.
What do you mean? You deserve it, my friend.
Thank you, Clay. For everything. I thought you'd gone home. Guess you just wanted to say your final goodbyes too. Finally have a normal life. It's been a long time coming.
Damn it, Chad. Where did you go? So much for being a team, huh? This whole world wouldn't be needing saved if it wasn't for our foolishness all those years ago. Thought we were partners. What now? Yes? What? I don't care. Run spectral analysis on that whole compound if you have to. Get back to me only when you have something useful. Idiots.
Well, you certainly sound as if you have your hands full.
John, it's been a while. Haven't heard from you since Rat went on that whole power trip and decided to try his luck with us. How's Rain doing after all that?
He's doing fine. Though, Rat's demise is not why I'm here. It'd be a shame to let a gun rust out in here. Have the rest of the hunters had any hope of finding him yet?
Negative. Searched the area. This was all we were able to find. I haven't heard from him in 3 months. Said he'd be right back. I'm afraid that he has that crystal. He's been using it more than he thinks, and well.
Do you think you might be dead?
It's hard to tell. All we can do is keep looking. Whether we find him or his body, it's the only way we'll know for sure. Is Rain able to sense him through the spirit realm?
Nothing so far. And with all the tracking I've done, I haven't been able to find him anywhere myself. Although, the crystal that Rat's been stored in is made of pure spirit realm energy. He could be using it to hide.
He wouldn't be dead, because otherwise he'd show up in the spirit realm like Powell, right?
No. Powell's an interesting case. Mortals do not go to the spirit realm once they die.
We'll start by sending hunters out to the redwoods. There was that large blast of spiritual energy there. We'll look around, see what we can find.
Finding Chad is important. Rain is still occupied with fixing the errors that Rat has made in the spirit realm.
Rat's influence will not soon be forgotten. He's affected many lives, both in this realm and the next.
The curse of the Wendigo is something that you're still a bit far from fully understanding.
Then we will redouble our efforts to look for Chad. I can gather that it's of paramount importance that we find him. Speaking of finding him, it'd be useful to have someone of your talents assist us in the search.
As aware of I am of locating Chad, I have other concerns I need to attend to.
Oh. Very well then. I trust our hunters will be capable. I wish you luck with your pressing endeavors.
Yeah. I suppose this is where we part ways.
For now. I hope. Damn you. Always doing your own thing. There's a bigger picture here. I don't think you're the one to see it.